Hey, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jehovah, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who are storming this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I can get something from this video. This quick video, man, just came back from the gym. Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'm just going to go into basically prophecy, man. You know, that's what we're here to do. You know, when I got the understanding of this truth, when I was able to break down scriptures, when I was able to put two and two together, it was prophecy from there, man. Along with learning, how to walk upright in this thing, and learning how to, have some integrity in this thing, and learning how to, be a man of the Lord, man. Because when you come into this truth, it's not an overnight, transition. It's bumps and bruises you're gonna have to get. It's gonna be some disciplinary actions you're gonna have to go through. You know what I mean? In order, to correct your ways, because you can't bring in old habits. You can't bring in the 2/3 ways into this truth, man. It's totally opposite, man. This truth teaches you how to be a man, man. It teaches you how to hold yourself accountable. It teaches you how to, because, a lot of people think that, it's like it's boring, or it's this or it's that. And it ain't, it's not boring. It's just, you can't, because the reason why they had that mindset is because they can't do the things that they would want to do in the world, as far as the wickedness, right? Committing adultery, lineups, smoking weed, shit that niggas like to do. You know what I mean? You can't bring that into this truth, man. You're gonna have to change and relearn the ways of our fathers, man. Okay, and then with that comes along, milk and meat. Okay, and once you're able to break down the milk and the meat, right? You're able to bring out prophecy and learn the signs and the times and understand what time we're in. Okay, and when you see certain things, right, in the news, Sputnik or whatever media outlets brothers are subscribed to, they're all faith boosters. While in the world, they're worried about the shit. They worried about, the stock market dropping and all this. They worried about, wars and rumors of wars, and Russia and China and Ukraine and America. They're worried about these different things, and we're excited about them because what? It's prophecy. We understand prophecy. Okay, and Lord willing, I can keep the understanding, man. This is Isaiah 14:21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So you got a lot of, Edomites that be like, well, that wasn't me. That was my forefathers. We didn't have nothing to do with that. Well, you are your forefathers coming back, because when you go in the scriptures, it's a thing called reincarnation. When you go to Ecclesiastes, I believe in Ecclesiastes, it tells you that there's nothing new under the sun. Okay? So these spirits, they come back, man. Okay? It says, for I will rise up against them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon a name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord Yahweh. I will also make it a possession for the bitter. Now, when you go to this, right, when you see when it says, and cut off from Babylon, and so the Lord is going to destroy Babylon. Your modern day Babylon is what? America. Okay, your modern day Babylon is America. You're not going to see America in the scriptures, but you're going to see different names that represent this place, right? That spiritually represent this place. That's why you got Sodom and Egypt, Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon, Basra, right? Because all these how do you call it, rulerships, America represents all these rulerships in some way or fashion. Okay, Basra, right, the so-called white man rules here. Okay, Babylon is confusion here. Sodom, you know what that means? It's a lot of moles here. Okay, Egypt, where the Israelites, we are in bondage here. You can put two and two together. When you go to Deuteronomy 28 verse 60, you got to ask yourself, what Egypt is that talking about? It's talking about this Egypt, America. Okay, it says, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction. Now, the second death is by way of what? Fire. The first death was by way of what? water. Okay, the second death is thermonuclear missiles. When you go to Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, it talks about a bow being shot from one part of the earth to the other part of the earth that kindles the fire. That's a missile. Okay, then scriptures in Revelation talks about it's 200,000 of them, which means it's 200 million of them. Okay, that's the second death. Okay, it says, I will also make it a possession for the bittern in pools of water, and I will sweep it with the beast of my destruction, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Okay, now you got to ask yourself, was ancient Babylon, was it destroyed? No, it wasn't. Was that land destroyed? No, it wasn't. You still have people that dwell over there to this day. Okay, let me go here. And Baruch, and this video is going to be real quick, man. Let me go to Baruch 4 and 32. It says, miserable are the cities which thy children serve, miserable is she that received thy sons. That she is talking about America. Okay, it says, for as, because you got the whore that rideth the beast, that's America, man. Okay, that whore, it's America. Okay, it says, for she rejoiced at thy ruin. See, when you read the scripture, you got to ask yourself, like, what is this she? Or, you know, you got it when you read them, it leads you to ask these certain questions. Then you go ask for the breakdown, and then you get it. Okay, it says, for as she, if you can receive it, right? It says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin, because it's up to the Lord. The Lord chooses you, you don't choose him. That's in the scriptures. It says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Okay, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. Because all hell is going to break loose in America, man. Also, 2 Ezra 15 and 16, it goes into martial law, or the 15th chapter and the 16th chapter, right? They're going to the end times, but I believe in the 15th chapter, it really goes into martial law. Okay, that's when all hell is going to break loose, because you got to think they're going to present you with they're going to present us with the CHIP, okay, which is the mark of the beast, and we are not to accept the mark of the beast. Okay, we are not to accept it, and you got to think like, all right, well, how arrogant do the so-called white man got to be to make you choose between him and God, like as if he's a god? He's arrogant. Okay, he has a God complex. He thinks he rules the world, which the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, Job 9 and 24, right? But he should be cut off, man. When you go to Obadiah, it says there should be no more remaining of the house of Esau. That means he's going to be extinct. Scriptures say what? Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. The Lord hates Esau, and it's evident. Why? This man is proud. This man is wicked. This man is all manner of evil, man. The things that they do in secret will fuck your mind up, man, because the spirit is not upright in them. Okay, it says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. Right, her pride is going to be turned into mourning. Is this not the most prideful place? Right, I mean, if you could tell society by its women, look at the women. I mean, the women think that they're over men so much in their mind to think that they could dominantly dominate it, like physically dominate a man. You can't do that, right? But the men are so beaten down by the ways of the society that they're forgetting that who the power lies with. Okay, so you got women walking around, and you know they don't want to be equal. They want you to worship them, because if a woman wanted to be equal, she would hold the door open for you. Yet she wants to be equal, but you hold the door open for her, and she wants you to damn near worship her. Why? Because the ways that the society pushes that, it promotes that, right? It promotes it. But when you go into the scriptures, it tells you the place of a woman. It tells you how a woman should act. Period, man. But guess what? This is the society we live in, where it's pushing. Not only that, the most shit is pushed. I mean, we're ruled over by women and children. They rule over us, man. Why? Because the true men that the power belongs to are not in the rulership now, right now. See, in the kingdom, none of this shit would be going on. Period. None of this shit would be going on, man. None of it. Not the harlot shit that's going on, not the adulterous shit that's going on both sides, not the idol worshiping. None of this wicked shit will be going on, man. right? When the true men of the Lord are back in power. Read that in Isaiah the 2nd chapter, man. Isaiah the 60th chapter, right? The law is going to come forth. When you read the law, it's certain things that a woman can't do. It's certain things that a man can't do. Okay? It's certain things that a man can do that a woman can't do. A man can have more than one wife. A woman can't have more than one husband. A woman cannot have more than one husband, but yet in this society it's pushed. Well, if he could do it, then I could do it. A woman shouldn't even be comfortable enough to say no shit like that, but this is how weak the society has gotten. So much now where you even got men cutting off their stuff to replace it with other stuff. That's Sodom, man. Come on, man. It's more shit going on. And you want this place to last forever? You want this place to continue? And the wickedness is at an all-time high? You a fucking fool.